Right now at 10, crisis intervention. La Crosse PD and La Crosse County Crisis give advice on what to do if you or someone you know is going through something.
And the plan for a La Crosse food hall has been canceled due to building issues.
Plus $22.9 million. That's how much La Crosse County is getting from the American Rescue and Infrastructure Act.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
Well, today was the final day of a two-day crisis intervention partners training held over at La Crosse's Myrick Park Center.
The La Crosse PD and Sheriff's Department partnered with La Crosse County Crisis to inform the public how to deal with anyone battling mental illness. News 8 Now's Shaquille Davis is in the studio and here to tell us more about it. Shaq?
Ken, Emily, Mental Health Awareness Month is in the month of May, but city officials refuse to wait till then to educate the community on what individuals deal with on a daily basis.
This is a two-day course for our partners and our stakeholders in our community that also work with people in our community who are living with mental illness.
Captain Avery Schott says that this CIP course is similar to what law enforcement has to go through, but theirs is a 5-day crisis intervention training course.
And CIP, we just started last year, so this is our second year. We try to run the training at least once a year, if possible.
Schott says there are some similarities with the CIP and the CIT program, but of course, there are some differences.
It's just a philosophy shift. It's how we approach people in crisis in our community and providing the right way to approach somebody, the de-escalation skills. What resources do we have in our community to support members of our community?
A segment that this course will share with you is a hearing voices simulation.
It's an opportunity for them to go through an exercise that simulates somebody that may be living with a mental illness where they hear voices and what that might sound like for somebody, and to build that empathy, to build that compassion.
Question, Persuade, and Refer, or QPR training was another segment at this course. Schott says that days like today are vital because it is simply about learning.
It gives us an opportunity to take information and knowledge that we have and to share it with our partners, to share it with our stakeholders, so that we together are supporting and helping community members and those in our community living with mental illness.
And if you or anyone you know is dealing with a mental illness, one of the quickest ways to receive help is simply dialing 211. Ken, Emily?
All right, Shaquille Davis live in studio. Thank you, Shaq.
All right, well, no snowfall today, but get ready because we've got a good amount headed our way soon. Let's send it over to Greg to see how much we could be looking at tonight, actually.
Yeah, we got some snow going on for some of the areas, especially further south you go towards Prairie du Chien, and we're also starting to pick up a little bit more west of the area. If you look behind me, we still got the cameras out there right now showing that as you go further west, we do have Ridgeway out, I-90's getting snow. You can see the roads remaining wet, but Eau Claire's seeing some, and even La Crescent's starting to pick up some. If we now look at a little bit to mile marker 60 over in 44, they are picking up snow. The camera's not working right there, but they was visible with some snow falling, and it's beginning to spread across the area. Visibility once again above 5 miles. There is a special weather statement out. This is for 1 to 4 inches potentially in a lot of the yellow areas, so it covers a portion of our area. And then further east, that's where they could see more of the snow. And if you take a look at Dubuque towards Prairie du Chien, that is what you're getting there. So that it is accumulated on road area surfaces about 1 to 2. They were down to 1 mile. Coming back up. So that is something to keep in mind of as you go towards southwestern Wisconsin. Bigger picture shows you that road conditions are starting to show more pink as you go towards Prairie du Chien. So that's what we're going to expect down there. Otherwise, we have a band to the left, to the west of La Crosse through Ridgeway that is approaching the La Crosse area. So I would expect that to see or come through the area in the next 30 to 40 minutes, and we will pick up some light snow. Occasional moderate, but for the most part, I think up here we'll be okay with the snow rate staying fairly high. As you time that out, you can kind of see that going through as we get through about 1 or 2 a.m. Everything should clean up. Waking up tomorrow morning, should be no issues for no problem. We're not going to expect to see the snow yet for either location. Temperatures won't move much tomorrow, about 26. And then as we go in, we still have the alert coming up because we do have a major storm coming. And this one poses a lot of significant issues, including snow, blowing snow, and dangerously cold wind shears to follow. So we'll kind of break that down a bit later. But take it slow out there. We do have snow going on right now in some of the areas.
Okay, thank you, Greg.
Well, a planned food hall in downtown La Crosse is no more. According to a Facebook post from Lax Food Hall, Their space at 5th Avenue South will not be opening due to a legal dispute with the property owners leasing the space. The Lax Food Hall was meant to house multiple food vendors in one area space, and ownership had planned to open December 1st of 2023, but of course never did. Online court records show the property management, Great River Property Management, filed to evict the food hall and its co-owner Zachary Switzer on Tuesday. Now, the food hall claims that their lease only held them responsible for required upgrades for their space and held the property managers responsible for infrastructure upgrades. Quote, once we got into the space, we hit big hurdles as the condition of the building was decades under what modern safety code allows. Asbestos, black mold, a section of the second floor tried to collapse when we removed a wall that was not intended to be load-bearing. Well, Great River Property Management's Director of Operations says the food hall stopped paying rent in October and owes $26,000. She said Lax Food Hall removed HVAC and electrical wiring from the building without having a state-approved building plan. Construction companies have also sued the food hall after waiting months for payments. The eviction case between the property management and Lax Food Hall has a hearing scheduled for January 26th.
The Upper Mississippi River National Wildlife and Fish Refuge is celebrating 100 years. The refuge was created after a law was passed in 1924 to authorize the acquisition of the land. Since then, it's ensured the preservation of the Mississippi River and its wildlife residents. Today, the Friends of Pool 7 and 8, which lie in the River Refuge, kicked off the anniversary celebrations with a proclamation signing.
We're kicking it off with proclamations. We're asking townships, cities, conservation group, any group that interacts with the refuge to sign a proclamation saying they're supportive and proud that we have this wonderful refuge.
Lammer says the next part of the celebration will be at the Pump House. An impersonator of Will Dilg, who is a key figure in getting the law passed, will be performing there in February.
Nearly $23 million. That's about how much La Crosse County received from the American Rescue and Infrastructure Act. Today, the League of Women Voters of the La Crosse area had a lunch and learn to review how that money was spent. Some of the largest chunks went to a Southside assisted living facility and homeless housing. $12 million, or about half that fund, went to completely transform the Hillview Terrace assisted living facility. Next largest chunk was $3 million that went toward homeless housing. We spoke with the chair of the La Crosse County Board on how the money will help the homeless.
We entered an MOU, a Memorandum of Understanding, with Catholic Charities and Cooley Cap, and they are administering this money. They are buying properties to place homeless families into the properties for up to 2 years and helping them then get into permanent housing.
Cruz said the money also supports stormwater infrastructure, neighborhood revitalization, and solar power for county buildings.
Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie pulled out of the presidential race earlier this evening. He ran a campaign that's been highly critical of former President Donald Trump. But before Christie announced the suspension of his campaign, a hot mic caught him saying he still thinks Trump is going to win.
She's going to get smoked, and you and I both know it. She's not up to this.
She hasn't even been challenged.
And she's still 20 points behind Trump in New Hampshire, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he's still going to carry Iowa, right?
Yes. Always. I talked to DeSantis called me, petrified that I would.
He's probably getting out after Iowa.
Well,
Nikki Haley likely has the most to gain from Christie's departure. A poll this week shows Haley only trails Trump by 7 percentage points in New Hampshire, and 65% of Christie supporters ranked her as their second choice.
A La Crosse-based company's THC beverages are flying off the shelves.
But you might be asking yourself how that's legal in Wisconsin. We've got that story after this.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses? See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone from US Cellular.
She's here.
Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Your eyewear should be as individual as you. With Shopko Optical's extensive selection of frames and lenses, our optometrists will learn about you and help you customize the right choice for your lifestyle. Visit Shopko Optical and find your new signature style today.
When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. But this lacrosse-based group's recipe has a little something extra.
News 8 Now's Allison Fergit joins us now to show us what that component is. Allison?
Ken and Emily, Carving Cannabis, a lacrosse-based company, has been making CBD and THC-infused products since 2019. They launched their THC-infused beverage business, Sensico, last year on, you guessed it, 4/20. Now they're introducing a lemonade to their lineup.
Really just trying to give people an alcohol alternative.
Austin Wozliak founded Carving Cannabis back in 2019. The lacrosse company is in the business of making CBD and THC-infused products, but they only recently got into the beverage game.
Being in the state of Wisconsin, we saw a lot of the drinking culture, and so we decided to provide people an alternative that was alcohol-free, but still could give them some type of buzz or some type of effect so they can be out and be social.
And thus, Sensi was born and has become highly sought after.
It's pretty much absolutely exploded since then.
Their new lemonade is stronger than their other drinks. It offers 7.5 milligrams, a jump from the seltzer's 2.5 level.
We had a lot of feedback from people that are a little bit more experienced with cannabis, that they wanted a higher dose product to where they didn't have to consume as many beverages at a time.
You may be wondering, how is this legal in Wisconsin, a state that bans marijuana use? It's all thanks to a federal law. The 2018 Farm Bill removed hemp from the DEA's schedule of controlled substances. This means that products with 0.3 THC or less are legal in the United States.
As long as once we put that product back on a shelf, it's below that 0.3% THC, it's a federally compliant product, and not only legal in Wisconsin, but in the entire United States.
Wisconsin is one of only 12 states that has not yet legalized medical marijuana. Recently, Wisconsin Republicans put forward a medical marijuana bill. Only severely ill people with chronic diseases like cancer would be able to use the drug, and smokable marijuana would not be allowed.
I'm not like the biggest fan of that because I think people should be able to use however they feel is necessary for them.
Director of Operations Eddie Walker is originally from Colorado. He thinks not legalizing the substance is a missed opportunity for Wisconsin.
I think it helps a lot of people. It's medicine for a lot of people, and you know, it's something people enjoy as well. So it's also like just the tax revenue that the state could be getting from this is pretty incredible. There's so many things that the money could go toward to help.
Despite Wisconsin's strict laws, the demand for THC products is there.
It's very quickly expanded into statewide grocers, bars, you know, all sorts of different retailers across the state. I think it's kind of a sign of what's to come.
The lemonade will be available to buy starting tomorrow, and in honor of the launch, there will be free samples at the Free Range Exchange downtown. That runs from 11 to 2 in the afternoon. Ken and Emily.
All right, Allison Fergit live in studio. Thank you, Allison.
Thank you.
Well, snow is touching down once again in northeast Iowa. Greg's going to time out when it could hit the Cooley region and more right after this.
Ashley's New Year's sale is extended. It's your last chance to shop Hot Buys for every room of your home. And right now you can shop new collections with 0% interest through January 2029 in-store only. Celebrate and save today. Only at Ashley.
News 8 Now presents Center Stage, powered by Maury's. Now, what we want to talk to everybody about is the Center Stage program.
Maury's is proud to partner up and really support nonprofits in our community.
A lot of these places don't have a budget to advertise with. So Maury's stepped out and said, we're going to donate this time and we're going to let the community know.
We have 7 great stores that are participating, which is all in the Cooley region. So there's a lot of opportunity to help these nonprofits.
And we'll see you on the next Center Stage, brought to you by Maury's.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Get a large 2-topping take and bake pizza for just $10.99. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
With 6 crunchy beef tacos plus a pound of potato olays, our 6-pack in a pound is perfect for date night, movie night, 1,000-piece puzzle night, camping, tailgates, or any day that ends in Y. Get $2 off the 6-pack in a pound, only from Taco John's.
Ashley's New Year's mattress sale is extended with 0% interest through January 2029 on in-store mattress purchases. Get 50% off select Sealy mattresses or 25% off select Ashley Sleep mattresses, only at Ashley.
The Board Store Home Improvements. Everyday low prices on bathroom remodels for seniors and families. Contact us today for a prompt free estimate.
Yeah, if you want to get away, now it's time to book that travel to get away because we have an Arctic blast coming through us and eventually the whole U.S., even southern Texas. So now's the time if you don't want to deal with it because it is coming here fairly quickly too. There we go. Otherwise, we do have snow going on right now, and it is beginning to expand across the area. So La Crosse, you're going to start getting some of the snow right now for a little about a 2 or 3 hour stretch. Once again, most light, but there are a little bit of pockets of blue here where it does get a little bit more intense, and especially as you go further south, that's more it's more widespread, and that's why we got the special weather statement down there for they could see some road condition issues down here. I think we might see a brief little spot. You can see something light up just west of Rochester for some slick spots too. So we'll have about 3 or 4 hours of some slick spots, especially further south you go. Here's that system kind of rotating through. That's the one there, and then here's the one that's diving south in the Great Basin. That is our system that eventually is going to work its way to the Rockies, Plains, and then become our winter storm. As we time out, tomorrow morning, it should wake up dry with conditions around the low to mid 20s for most places. We might see a peaks of the sun, maybe a few flurries overall, but pretty typical January day with temperatures getting up to about the middle 20s. We're not going to see any of the snow with that system coming, probably not until after the evening commute, closer to like 9 or 10. We'll start seeing some of it begin to spread north, and then further on, you see all this blue begin to push up across after midnight for most areas. We'll see light to then moderate snowfall begin to push in to the area. So Friday morning's commute is definitely going to be impacted with moderate snow going on in some areas, and it'll continue through the afternoon. But for tonight, we're still looking at about less than about an inch, mainly on areas. Once you get further south towards that area that I mentioned, 1 to 2, potentially up to 4 some areas. So we will see some slick spot in roads, but not really an impactful thing. But the alert day is in effect. Once we get past this, we have that next winter storm that I just showed you briefly coming in. We're going to have snow, blowing snow, especially the blowing snow is going to be the problem I think we're really going to be dealing with from late Friday in through Saturday. It could continue into Sunday too right now, and that's why the winter storm watch is out for the entire area. They'll probably fine-tune this with warnings, or there's even mentioning of maybe some blizzard conditions possible that tomorrow as we get closer to the event. If we look at the big picture of it, it is pushing really similar track to the previous one, but this one's going a little bit further north, and it's a little warmer. You can actually see showers, thunderstorms on the front side of this, but here's the snow begins to spread across the area. 9 a.m. Friday, we'll start seeing it push even more into the area. That'll continue Friday. That looks like to be the period of moderate to heavy snowfall is during Friday, could be Friday afternoon. I think by Friday evening, we'll start seeing the northwestern areas start to go more just light snow, but then the winds will be the problem as we go through Friday into Saturday. Notice the temperatures too. Teens, this is the apparent wind chill, will start dropping through Saturday as a system exits. We'll have those winds pick up once again continuing, and wind chills will go through sub-zero as we get through Saturday. And even further on that, as you see, we drop to the 20s, potentially 30 below wind chills as we go past this. So even as the snow stops on Saturday morning, we could have drifting that could continue Saturday and Sunday, causing more road issues. And that's the one factor not to be, don't concentrate so much on the snow amounts, because only 3 or 4 inches you're really required to get the snow moving around. So this is the winter storm that we're expecting. And if you got travel conditions or things going on, definitely pay attention to the forecast from Friday through Saturday, and then prepare for some very cold temperatures. And if you look at the amount of snowfall, 50% chance of getting maybe to 12 inches for La Crosse, a better shot as you go further south, but there definitely is that potential to see a lot of snow and then see it blowing around, creating a lot of visibility issues and drifting issues. And there's your 2 alert days. We're going to keep fine-tuning that right as we get closer to the event. Once we get past Saturday, Sunday is just cold with wind, and it continues these cold, bitterly cold temperatures as we go into the first part of next week. Many areas will probably be 15 to 20 below in some of these lows, and wind chills. We could see some wind chill advisories. We already saw them in the Dakotas and Nebraska already have them going on right now. So it's coming, something to keep in mind of. So definitely prepare for some cold temperatures coming.
All right. Thanks, Craig. Coming up next in sports, the T-Wolves looking for a win tonight in Boston. Plus UWL men's basketball back at Mitchell Hall tonight, looking for their 2nd straight conference win. Rob is up next.
Every day, our commitment begins again. But it doesn't end when the newscast is done. We're always on and where you can find us. The source you rely on. News 8 Now. Expect more.
Have your own 5-star experience at Dahl Auto.
Hardee's double deals start at $2.99. Choose a double cheeseburger, bacon double cheeseburger, or new barbecue bacon double cheeseburger. $2.99 never looked so good. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
I've been helping people get out of debt for many years. And I know this, that consolidation loans and moving debt around isn't the best way to do it. Think of your debt as a pile of garbage. If you move it from here to here, guess what? It's still a pile of garbage. We might be able to make it smell sweeter with a lower rate or a lower payment, but it's still garbage. You need a garbage disposal to get rid of debt. Come see me, I'll help you install one.
Spectrum Mobile brings you our best deal to start the new year. Now you can get unlimited mobile for $15 per line. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Save over $1,400 for the first year. Call 855-231-7007. Spectrum Mobile includes nationwide 5G and the fastest wireless speeds with unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line. Call 855-231-7007 or visit a Spectrum store near you.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
Despite the weather, we've had some great action at the high school level this week, but tonight, the focus shifts to the college ranks. The UWL men's basketball team got a thrilling win in double OT over the weekend. Eagles looking to make it 2 straight tonight. Let's go to Mitchell Hall. Lacrosse hosting UW Stout. Toma grad Dustin DeRusso hit the game winner on Saturday. The sophomore picking up right where he left off. DeRusso puts the Eagles up by 11. Then later in the half, it's the freshman, Sam Grieger, going to work. Check out these moves. The turnaround J is true. 13-point lead for the home team. And then it's DeRusso staying hot from downtown. He's going to splash home the 3. Lead up to 16 for the Eagles. Other end, Blue Devils battling back. George Charlo from way downtown. He connects on the 3. Stout within 11, but the Eagles claw right back. The freshman not playing like one. Stutter step, a couple of fakes, another score for Grieger. And then check this out. Grieger's going to pull up from way downtown. Yes, sir. Plus the foul. 4-point play for the Eagles. UWL gets its 2nd straight conference win, 77-69. Both Viterbo teams tipping off conference play tonight. We'll start with the ladies. They were hosting Waldorf. Late 4th quarter, Warriors pull ahead by 6. After this lay-in by Brooke Dial, but the V-Hawks soaring back. Emma Wagner strong to the cup. The senior puts it in, but Viterbo forces overtime, and in the extra frame, V-Hawks flying away with this one. Great passing leads to this lay-in by Emily McCurdy. Viterbo pulls in front. The V-Hawks pulling away. Later in OT, Marley Hughes, pretty finish off the glass and in. V-Hawks open up conference play with the win, 83-78 the final in overtime. Right after that thriller, the men's team took the court. Same two programs going at it. Viterbo getting big-time contributions from Jack Monis. He led the way with 24 for the V-Hawks, but Waldorf, a lot of firepower on the other end. Big-time slam here puts the Warriors up by 8. And the visitors keep pouring it on. Later in the half, Khalil Grayson beelines to the cup, lays it off the glass. Waldorf still in complete control, and the Warriors start heating up from downtown. Grayson again, this time splashing home the three. Then it's Noah Miller's turn from NBA range. Warriors go up 14. V-Hawks drop their conference opener, 86-70. Badgers looking for their 4th straight conference win to open the year. Wisconsin taking on Ohio State. Badgers looking good early. A.J. Storr with the big-time flush. Close one early on, but the Badgers start going to work down low. Tyler Wall in the paint. Big man moves from the 5th-year senior. Badgers eventually pull away. This is the exclamation point later on. Storr on the break. He throws it down with authority. Wisconsin wins its 4th straight conference game and open the season. Badgers take it 71-60 over Ohio State. Let's go to Boston. T-Wolves in a thriller against the Celtics. 4th quarter, Minnesota up 3. Naz Reid doubles the lead. Wolves pull ahead by 6. But on the other end, Jason Tatum going to work. Regulation wouldn't be enough to settle this one. We'd go to OT. And in the extra frame, same story. Tatum showing why he's one of the best in the game. Big-time flush. And then another score. Celtics pull in front. A game-high 45 on the night for Tatum. Celtics survive in overtime, 127-120. So a tough loss for the T-Wolves, but thinking ahead tomorrow, Bucks really need a win. So maybe the T-Wolves kind of got the Celtics a little tired.
That would be nice.
You know, I'm thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Using my noggin. But, we'll see. I mean, they're a good team. Tatum's a great player, and should be a good one. Bucks need it tomorrow.
Absolutely.
They've been struggling.
And those Celtics, they are a good team to dislike quite a bit, especially if you're a Bucks fan.
Yep.
Right neck and neck pretty much every single season. Of course, the whole Drew Holiday mix now.
Absolutely, sure.
Former beloved Milwaukee Buck, now a member of the Boston Celtics, so it definitely intensifies the rivalry this year.
They haven't had a signature win. Tomorrow could be that one, too, especially with a tired Celtics team, we hope.
I'm assuming national television?
Yeah, I think it's TNT.
Ah, okay.
But still watch my highlights.
Maybe a little Brian Anderson, voice of the Milwaukee Brewers?
We'll see.
We'll see indeed.
Yep.
All right, Rob, thanks very much.
All right, we'll be right back after this.
When the insurance company sees Bygolf and Rody on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. It's your life, but it's our fight. And they know that if they're not being fair with us, they will find themselves in court, and that's how Bygolf and Rody gets results for its clients.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself one. Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. US Cellular.
Did you touch the thermostat? Did you turn it up?
Of course not. Did somebody fiddle with the thermostat?
Dude, it's 85 degrees.
85? Do you have any idea what a couple degrees will do to our gas bill?
Why is it so hot here?
Someone turned up the heat.
What do you think you're doing?
I like to sleep with my window open. You are not supposed to touch a thermostat.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Who wants free furniture? This month only, one lucky Wesco shopper will have their entire furniture order refunded. That's right, get your entire furniture order refunded. Will it be you? Plus, everyone gets up to 20% off in select departments store-wide. Did I mention free furniture? This month only, one lucky Wesco shopper will have their entire furniture order refunded. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Are you ready to get more from your checking account? Ultra's A+ accounts are built with more in mind. More ways to stay connected to your finances with online and mobile banking. More secure ways to pay with contactless debit cards and mobile wallet, so you can make purchases without slowing down. More money in your pocket with better rates, no minimum balance, and no monthly fees.
Psst,
This just in. New members opening an A-Plus account with $250 get an extra $250.
Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro.
Cut! More feeling. Cue the music.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Love it.
New and current customers can get the iPhone 15 Pro with Titanium on us. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular.
If you've been in a serious accident, you need a serious legal team. By Goff and Rohde is the Western Wisconsin powerhouse. Attorneys who won't settle for less than you deserve. Call By Goff and Rohde.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, for students at Crucifixion School in La Crescent, today was not your typical Wednesday morning.
That's because police officers stopped by the school and they brought a friend. Students got the opportunity to find out how the police keep the community safe and what they should do if they find themselves in a dangerous situation.
Students even got the chance to meet Brutus, who is a canine officer for the Houston County Sheriff's Office. One officer says it's important for students to learn about what a canine officer does.
I think it's important to be here today to give the kids an example of what he's capable of, but also that he's still just a dog at the end of the day.
Says that it is important to bring the canine to schools to curb the perception that these dogs are not always as aggressive as people think.
I'm a little envious. I didn't get to meet a canine
I never did
dog in
either.
elementary school.
I only see them at the airports now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And that's not as magical.
I know. They're just walking
coming
around back and forth, smelling
much more
suitcases.
magical coming and taking the place of some classwork.
For sure. Just petting a dog and meeting Brutus. I hope there's more Brutuses to spread the love at other schools too.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. We'll be right back after this.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
Hardee's Double Deals start at $2.99. Choose a double cheeseburger, bacon double cheeseburger, or new barbecue bacon double cheeseburger. $2.99 never looked so good. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
News 8 Now presents Center Stage, powered by Maury's. I'm your host, Scott Kellum, and today I'm joined by Ryan. Ryan, you're the general manager of the VW Audi Maury's here in Onalaska, Wisconsin. Now, what we want to talk to everybody about is the Center Stage program. So tell us a little bit about what it is and why it was created.
Absolutely. Maury's is proud, the Volkswagen Audi store is proud to partner up and really support nonprofits in our community. There's an overwhelming number of them that need to be uplifted with some great commercials and advertising, and what better way to do it than the Center Stage program?
Yeah, so anytime you see the Center Stage logo on a commercial, that is a not-for-profit in our area that gives back to the local community that Maury's has generously donated the advertising to, because a lot of these places don't have a budget to advertise with. So Maury's stepped out and said, you know what, we're going to take care of you. We're going to donate this time and we're going to let the community know. So what was it that just really spoke to Maury's about that?
Just community-driven projects that really uplift these small nonprofits that need that exposure to build their volunteer base and their budgets that will help them grow, and that makes our community so much better.
So Ryan, we've got a huge footprint with Maury's. Let's talk a little bit about what that encompasses in our area and what that means.
Yeah, we have 7 great stores that are participating, and which is all in the Coulee region. So there's a lot of opportunity to help these nonprofits. So I hope this builds up year over year and we keep growing it.
That's awesome. So again, local businesses helping local not-for-profits and helping our local community, and that's the point of Center Stage. So Ryan, we really appreciate what Maury's and what you all are doing for the community, and we really appreciate your help in reaching out and being active in your local not-for-profits. So again, from Maury's, from Ryan and myself, thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next Center Stage, brought to you by Maury's.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
All right, we got that snow that's occurring up to 14 up to Eau Claire. Some of that area, the blue, you'll have some about 2 to 3 miles of visibility. The worst area is probably towards southwest Wisconsin, northeast Iowa. That's where you could pick up some accumulation on the roads. Something to keep in mind if you're out and about tonight. We got about 3-4 hours left of this light to moderate snowfall. And then conditions get worse as we go to Friday and Saturday with the winter storm. A lot of snow, blowing snow, and then dangerously cold wind chills follow that. So if you got travel plans Friday and Saturday, definitely take note. Maybe change plans too. So
change plans.
Yes.
And be careful walking outside there. We've had a few people slip here already.
Absolutely.
So.
See you tomorrow.